Hey, what's going on? I'm Apprentice Damon, and in today's video, we're going to do a review on Purely Sedona's spring water. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. It's a glass bottle, says right along the cap with the sticker on it, says makes you happy. So we're going to see exactly how happy we're going to be feeling here. And this is one that was asked to be reviewed. Pretty sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it does today. It is a really heavy glass bottle, and seems nice. And we'll be comparing it to this electrolyte reduced water. So the first test we are going to do, that first test, antioxidants, okay? This is the most important test of the three we're doing today, and it's simply because we got these things around us known as free radicals, and they are everywhere. What happens is they come in, they take the electrons from our healthy cells. When that happens, that creates oxidation and inflammation, and those two things are linked to every single health disease known to man. So we want antioxidants. Why? Because they are full of those negative electrons, and when they are given to our cells, that reduces the oxidation, lower the inflammation, to keep us looking young and youthful, and actually feeling that way too. So how we're going to determine that with these waters, we're going to use this ORP meter, and essentially we're going to put this wand in the water. If we get a positive number, that means it's creating more oxidation and inflammation in the body. And yeah, this is definitely leading to more dis-ease, okay? If we see a negative number, that means it's a strong antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-aging water, okay? So let's see what we get here with Purely Sedona. What are we seeing? Alright, so we are seeing a positive 140, okay? Seeing 140, 150, and it's still going up, alright? Which means that this is oxidizing. And it's simply going up because even the air around us is oxidizing, okay? Let's compare it to the electrolyte reduced water. Did I add enough water? Regardless, we are getting a negative. Check that out. We are getting a negative 717. Okay. Actually, it's going down even lower to a negative 730. Okay. So this is a really strong antioxidant-rich water that did not line up with Purely Sedona. So add a little bit more. All right, but regardless, there you have it. Purely Sedona is a little oxidizing, while electrolyte reduced water is showing a negative number, making it antioxidant. Let's go ahead and jump into our next test. Alright, on to our second test. This one's all about alkalinity, and this is not about our stomach's pH, it's about our blood's pH. This must maintain that 7.365, and it's going to do it. The question is, are we helping it or hurting it? When it goes acidic, when our blood starts to become acidic, it starts to take those minerals and electrolytes from us if we're not giving them. If we're not providing them, right? So what we're going to do is use these pH drops, put in both of the waters to see what we get. If we see a red or orange or yellow, it means it's acidic and it's forcing the blood, our body, to take our minerals and electrolytes from us. If we see a blue or purple or dark purple, we know that's alkaline and it's promoting good health, alright? So let's see what we get here with Purely Sedona. Alright. So, Pure Sedona is looking alkaline. It is looking around an 8, which is interesting. And the electrolyte reduced water is looking somewhere between a 9 and a 10. So when I see this, I gotta test it, alright? I want to see how strong these are at battling acidity. And the reason for that is because dis-ease thrives in an acidic environment, okay? So we want to make sure that we can have a way of fighting it, and that our water can actually do it. So I'm going to blow into both of these waters, give it that acidity, and if it's a strong alkaline beverage, it's going to fight off that acidity that I give it, and it's going to maintain its color. If it's okay, it may drop down a little bit, but what we don't want is we don't want it going neutral. Right? Because that means something's being added, it's fake, and with this being a spring water, it may mean that that spring is not as good as it used to be. Okay? So let's check out Purely Sedona and see what happens. So it dropped down. It looks like it dropped down to maybe a 7. I want to say it dropped down to neutral. Right? So that's what we expect from a spring water. And there is nothing on this bottle that says otherwise. There's calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate, silica. Ingredients, spring water. And it says this is just a typical water analysis, so they aren't guaranteeing that in every bottle, nothing like that. And I want to say that it looks like a spring water, okay? So let's try out this electrolyte reduced water, see if anything changes as well. Alright, so this one's not changing, which means, let me catch my breath, which means that regardless, there's things that we're going to consume that's acidic. If we're eating food, especially if we're eating the normal stuff, then there's going to be things that we consume that are acidic. And this is going to do a better job at lasting longer to neutralize that acidity that we're taking in, that we consume throughout our day, right? But this is actually good. It didn't go acidic, which is the main thing I care about. There you have it. So let's go ahead and jump into our next test. Alright, on to our third test. This was all about superior hydration. Getting hydrated at the cellular level, okay? So a lot of times when we consume water and we take in a lot of it, it just sits in our stomach. And then we just go to the bathroom and that's the end of it. And yet our mouth still feels dry. We still have migraines, headaches, our skin is still dry. So that's not really hydrating us. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to make some tea, right? And so this tea bag is going to represent us dehydrated, and if the water is actually small enough to actually be able to pass through the tea bag and make tea, okay? That's what we're looking to see here. So let me grab a couple of these. Oh boy, alright, that's too many. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a tea bag in each of these cups. Well, not in each of them, in 2 of them. We're going to fill both of these with water. Let's take the Purely Sedona. And then we're going to take the electrolyte reduced water. And then we're going to give both of these 10 dunks and see what happens, alright? See which one is better at making tea, which shows that's hydrating us better, alright? Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so Purely Sedona does look like it's doing something, and it started doing something really quick compared to a lot of other waters. So I believe that this is a decent spring water. When it comes to hydrating, it's just not doing a lot, and it looks a little murky on my end. While the electrolyte reduced water, you see that tea is darker, it's bolder, and it looks clear, right? So I don't think it hydrates that well as far as the Purely Sedona's water. Let me take this one here and let's split this water, right? Let's say we're taking medications, or let's say that we're taking any supplements or vitamins, right? Something to continue enhancing our health. And we normally take that with what? We take it with water, right? And we expect it to break it down and help it get to all the different parts of the body. With the Purely Sedona, if this is what we're using for that, when we fill it up, we see that it's not, well, it's kind of staying the same, right? Oh, actually it looks a little diluted, right? So when we're adding water, we're kind of diluting it. And once again, because that water is big, it's not able to absorb a lot of the minerals or supplements that we're taking to help get it around the body. However, Let's see what happens. Let's try this. It's pretty crazy, right? We're able to make tea even though there's barely any there, right? So those little bit of supplements that we're taking with the right water, we're actually able to help be more impactful and help get that to different parts of the body, right? So there you have it. It's pretty crazy. Well, let's go ahead and do a quick recap on Purely Sedona spring water. All right, we have tested Purely Sedona spring water for 3 things. The first one was antioxidants, and we saw that it was oxidizing. It's sitting around maybe a positive 140, and it was rising because the air around us is oxidizing, right? While the electrolyte reduced water came in negative, right? I want to say maybe negative 650, 660, something like that. The second test we did was on alkalinity. We put pH drops in both of these waters, and Purely Sedona showed up as an 8, while the electrolyte reduced water showed up between a 9 and a 10. So I gave them acidity. I blew into both of them with my stank breath, and we got Sedona. It dropped down to about a neutral, which is pretty cool. It didn't go acidic. I'm happy about that. And the electrolyte reduced water did not budge. It stayed at 9.5, right? So it's going to be better at handling that acidity. The last test we did was on superior hydration. We wanted to see if we can make tea, see if they actually hydrate us at that cellular level. The electrolyte reduced water made a darker, bolder tea, while the Purely Sedona made a tea white, okay? That's ultimately it. Purely Sedona as a spring water, it seems on par with a lot of the other good spring waters. I like that's in a glass bottle. And there you have it. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If there's a water you want me to test, let me know in the comments down below. If you're serious about improving your health and you want a water that has a strong antioxidant and can hydrate you on a cellular level, check out the masterclass I have. We talk about this water, how to get it in your life, as well as a variety of other things. You're going to absolutely love it. It is in the description of this video or the first pinned comment in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next video.